Alright, we're graphing this piecewise function. F of x equals 2x plus 8 if x is less than or equal to negative 2. So there's my restricted domain at negative 2. Class, this line I'm going to draw, is it an asymptote? No, so you're not going to say infinite discontinuity, right? Alright, pick our favorite color, green. This one will be green. 2x plus 8 in the form of slope-intercept form, mx plus b. So my y-intercept is 8, positive 8. Use a pencil so you can erase. 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 2 as my slope, so rise over run is 2 over 1. Rise of 2, run of 1. Rise of 2, run of 1. Remember, if you have to go backwards, which you want to go towards that yellow line, this would be negative 2 over negative 1. Down to left 1. Down to left 1. I'm going to use my straight edge. Class, is this going to be an open or closed circle? Close. Where's my graph going to go, class? Left or the right? Numbers that are what? Less than negative 2. So numbers are less than negative 2, negative 3, negative 10, negative 1,000. So I'm going this direction. Raise your hand if you graphed it correctly. Go ahead and erase the other part. Alright, so you're probably wondering, Mr. Ng, you threw me something I didn't graph yet. This is called f of x equals x squared. Remember, I could put any function there. You could do a square root, you could do a radical sign, right? You can even do a rational function. So you've got your calculator. You can give yourself a hint, right? Just type in x squared. Zoom 6. At least you have something to work with, right? It's a parabola. It's a quadratic. It's to the power of 2. You also notice something, that my vertex there is at the origin. Now it looks like it, but I can also use my table. So second graph. And if you set your table to do automatic and automatic, so second window, you can start at any number. You can start at 0 if you want. Table values change by 1, and I have auto and auto. So second graph, and now it's actually giving me numbers, and I can actually graph those. So I can do negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. Here's the origin. Negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. 2, 4. And again, you could have picked any x values and just put them in there and square it, right? But the calculator is doing all those hard work for me. So I can go ahead and graph this now. There's my parabola. Alright. And let me go ahead and graph that. Do it blue. X squared if x is greater than negative 2. Open or close? Open. Okay, pay attention. I already have something at negative 2. I like to draw mine around it. You watching this?
Yeah.
And which direction do I go?
Right.
To the right, to the right. Okay, here are some hints as you're graphing. Remember, you shouldn't have 2 graphs on the left side, nor 2 graphs on the right side. Okay? It does look like a closed circle on your graph. Do you see that? But what color is it a closed circle for? The green, right? You can see that here. Okay. I've added an extension, so this is just a review of what we've done in the past. What's our domain, class? Which direction is the domain?
Left to right.
The x-axis goes left to right. The first thing I touch is a
Negative infinity.
arrow, so that's negative infinity. As I go on the graph, there are no gaps or breaks. So the last thing I touch is another arrow. That'll be negative infinity to positive infinity. So the cheesy trick is every time you see an arrow, regardless of where it's pointing, just think about where it's coming from. If you need help with that, negative infinity, positive infinity, negative infinity. Class, our range refers to which axis?
Y.
Which direction? Bottom to top. What's the first thing I touch?
Arrow.
Okay, pay attention here. If, let's just say this was extended further down, okay? What's further from the bottom if I extended this way down here? This or the arrow? Always think of that arrow, okay? So here's coming from negative infinity, no gaps, I don't care, right? No gaps, to positive infinity. We learned about continuous and discontinuity, so if you put your finger or your pen on here, are there any breaks?
No.
No.
Nope. So that would be a continuous.